This is a YBE recording.
This is a YBE recording. This YBE.
Look.
We have a new student. What's your name?
China.
China, our new student. Okay.
New student for this.
For 2020, February. Even though we're at the end of January, this is our new student. She'll be starting February the 1st. Hen and Frog. Can you have a seat, please, China?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hen and Frog. Hen and Frog were traveling down the same road.
Same road.
Frog was flicking flies with his tongue.
What?
While Hen was pecking the ground in search of seeds to eat. Hen pecked, stepped, and flapped her wings. Each time she looked up, she noticed more dark clouds in the sky. "Oh dear," clucked Hen. "The clouds are dark and are moving this way. A storm is coming soon." Frog flicked at a fly and slurped it down, then continued to hop down the road. "Did you hear me, Frog?" clucked Hen. "There's a storm coming soon, and we will be caught in it." "Those clouds are not close," said Frog. "By the time the rain comes, we will be home." Ooh, I think I know what the lesson is already.
Me too. Me too. I know.
What do you think, Lana? Go ahead and make a
the
prediction.
Lesson is you should never doubt your friends or the person who tells you to do something, because you can get caught in a storm.
Right, because Hen is already trying to warn Frog, but Frog is taking his time, playing around, moving all slow, right? Saying, "Oh, the clouds are far. We got plenty of time." Maya?
Oh, I think the lesson is you should always listen to what your friend is saying. So you should go.
Should you always listen? You should just listen to wise counsel. Don't listen to everyone, but if somebody's bringing wisdom or good knowledge. And it's also, don't be so lazy and move around so slow, right? Because you may get caught what?
In a real storm.
Hen knew Frog was wrong. She knew she must build a house to protect them from the coming storm. Who else had to build something to protect people from the storm? Noah. Good job, Lana. Hen was known as one of the best builders, and she quickly started to gather straw to start the job. Shh. Everybody's friends, okay? Let's listen to the story, China. "Frog, help me build the house so that we can be safe and dry from the storm," Hen clucked. So she already asked Frog to help her build a house. What you think? What Frog gonna do? "No, indeed," Frog croaked. "I do not need to build a house because of a few drops of water. Besides, here is a hole that I will sit in if the rain comes." Who do frogs sound like?
Frog like that.
He sound like those people that remember Noah was trying to warn them and say the flood is coming, the flood is coming. But they wanted to still play around.
Yeah.
Hen built a very nice house. It had a window and also a fireplace to keep her warm. China. Since the storm had not yet come, Hen decided to make a bed.
I think I know a little bit what's gonna happen. I think what's gonna happen, like the storm is gonna come, and then like Frog is not gonna be protected enough, so
Frog is not gonna be protected. So what?
So he's gonna go ask Hen if he can move in.
And what is Hen going to say?
No, because you didn't help me.
You didn't help me.
Kind of like the red little hen.
The little red hen. Let's see. "No, indeed," Frog croaked. "I do not need to build a house because of a few drops of water. Besides, here's a hole that I will sit in if the rain comes." Shh. Okay, thank you. Just sit down and listen quietly to the story, please. Okay? Thank you. Hen built a very nice house. It had a window and also a fireplace to keep her warm. Since the storm had not yet come, Hen decided to make a bed. Frog, help me make a bed to rest on just in case the storm is a long one," Hen clucked. No, indeed, Frog croaked. I do not need a bed. The ground is all that I need to lie on when that little bit of rain comes our way. Hen finished the bed and knew she would get hungry during the storm.
That's a one. It's got some wood in it.
Frog helped me gather some mangoes. So,
No, indeed, said the frog.
so there would be plenty of food to eat when the storm comes, clucked Hen.
No, indeed,
No.
said the frog.
No, indeed, Frog croaked. I do not need mangoes when there are plenty of bugs and flies to eat. Hen gathered lots of mangoes and placed them beneath the bed to stay dry. And then the storm began.
The frog is not going to be protected.
Rain poured down upon the ground. Water everywhere. Frog doesn't care. Or does he?
No.
Frog's hole filled up with water. He quickly hopped to Hen's house. Hen, let me in, Frog croaked. No, Frog, you didn't help me build it, clucked Hen. I would not call Cat if you let me in, Frog croaked. Hen was afraid of Cat, so she quickly let Frog in. Hen, I am tired. Let me rest on your bed, croaked Frog. Croaked Frog. No, Frog, you didn't help me build it, clucked Hen. I would not call Cat if you let me lie on the bed, Frog croaked. So Hen let Frog lie on her bed. Hen, I am hungry, croaked Frog. Let me have a mango.
I think he's just being rude so he can do stuff. Be good. I mean, not like be good, like do stuff.
Who?
Yeah. The frog. And
Be
then,
specific. Let's not use stuff in academic language.
And then I think he's like, the frog is trying to make Hen mad at him.
Let's see. No, Frog, you didn't help me pick these mangoes, clucked Hen. I would not call Cat if you let me eat one, Frog croaked. Hen was getting mad at Frog. The mangoes are on the roof. If you go get them, I will peel them for you. Frog loved mangoes.
That's a trick. They're under the bed.
So what happened, Lana?
She tricked him into going out into the rain.
So that's a double lesson. That's a double theme. That's a good point you brought up.
I think I know. I think the lesson is never be so mean. And listen.
Listen the first time. What else?
Wisely.
But what is the double lesson, Lana?
The double lesson is that once you didn't help people someone build it and you lie on like you're gonna
You can't expect nothing if you didn't help, right?
yeah.
And if you get tricked because you didn't help, whose fault is it? Is the hen wrong?
No.
Let's see. Frog loved mangoes. He quickly hopped straight to the roof, but there was not a mango in sight. Hen, where are the mangoes? Croaked Frog. Hen was sitting upon her bed, pecking into a mango. I have them, Frog, and you cannot have one, clucked Hen. Hen, if you do not give me a mango, I will. Then suddenly Hawk swooped down upon Hen's roof and took Frog away. Hen looked out her window and saw Hawk flying away with Frog. Cluckety cluck cluck! Now my work is done. The storm is almost over, and soon there will be sun. Okay, now that we've heard the entire story, I want you guys' theme again. If it's the same theme, that's fine. If it's different, let's not say the same thing as someone else. Create your own theme using your own critical thinking from your own schemata. Let's start with you. What is the theme? What is the lesson that you got from this Hen and Frog story?
First of all, you should be protected in something. And listen to other people if they tell you to do something, but unless it's not a stranger. If your mom or dad tell you to do something, you should do it right away. If a stranger tells you to do it, you should not do it.
Okay.
And my moral of the story is going to be like, almost the entire thing. So when Hen told him to build it, she was kind of like telling him to do something,
Who?
to stay safe, to tell Frog to stay safe. And so when he did want to get inside, he couldn't.
So what's the lesson?
The lesson is you should help somebody build it, because if you do, you can come inside whenever you want.
Help
and
somebody build what?
help somebody build like a shelter.
Okay. Excuse me. So you should be prepared for the storm. Was Noah prepared?
Yes.
Was the hen prepared?
Yes.
What's the lesson, Maya?
The lesson is always pay attention to what your friend is saying.
Always
and
pay attention to your friend?
Well, no, not always. But you should always help your friend so you can like be in it. And the double one is you should always help so you won't have to get consequences.
So, always help. Be wise. Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Always be helpful.
And listen to wise console. The storm may seem far away, but sometimes people have a different insight or a different vision that you might not have seen. So if someone is wise, it's best to sometimes just sit back and listen. Don't think that you know it all the time. NYBE.